Hello, dear friends. It took me some time to log in because the link was new. So hopefully you didn't have the same problems as I did. Hello, everyone. I think we froze. Can you hear me? Yeah, so yeah, Maria froze then. Yeah, let's give it a second. Well, metaphorical second, of course. It will be more than second. Our WCRU are frozen. CRUs are pretty much started melting, unfreezing. There is no sound yet because Maria has internet connection problems. So let's give it a couple of minutes. Okay, what about now? Let's see if I'm loud and clear. Yes, you are. Let's go to the next slide then. Without further ado, at our last webinar and at the summary webinar, we said that there were partners who, when transitioning to the blockchain, had desynchronization of balances in their back office and their blockchain account. And we made a table with all the users who had problems with the synchronization. So basically the amount of tokens in the back office was not the same as the amount of tokens in your blockchain account. And this week, the back office personnel have been working on somehow automate the whole procedure because to do it manually would take quite a lot of time. I did take a look at the table, and it was pretty long, like 800 people in the Russian-speaking community, 1,500 in the English, Italian, Spanish, 1,000 each. And to do that manually, to correct the desynchronization, would take quite a lot of time and human resources. So what they decided to do is to develop like a button in the back office of each partner. There will be this button, like refresh or update your balance. So basically, in the same place where we generated our seed phrase in the back office, transition to the blockchain in the portfolio section, in that place, there will be a button, refresh balances. It will be available just once. So every person who filled in the table, well, basically any person who thinks that they have a desynchronization of balances can click on that button. And so what will happen is that the back office will start sending to the blockchain the transactions that, how to better put it, didn't make it to the destination point. So why there was this desynchronization of balances? We all have several packages in our back office, in my Cryptounit back office. Packages that included CRU points accrued under the marketing plan, CRU points accrued with the purchase of EIPs, and there are several such packages. And when the back office sends all those entries to the blockchain, each package individually, there might have been some temporary failures. An information block can host a certain number of entries, and maybe one entry didn't make it into that block. So basically, the transaction didn't arrive at the destination point, and that's why there is this mismatch between the balances. So when you click the button refresh balances, don't think that everything is going to happen instantaneously. You just give it time. You click on the button. When you click it, it will send like a command to the back office, like, give me all the missing transactions. And this whole operation will take several hours. So basically, you will be able to see whether you have your missing tokens only on the next day. So this kind of functionality will be implemented. And I think on Monday, we will make sure that it works. The IT guys will show it to us first in the testing environment. And if everything is okay, by the 1st of June, somewhere early June, you will see that button in your back offices. Everyone will have it. But if everything is okay, don't click on it. It just doesn't make sense. So just remember that even if you click, the whole synchronization will take some time. Then there is another part of partners who had issues with problems with generating their blockchain. What they received is server errors. So a person saw the seed phrase, they tried to enter it, and what they saw server errors. And people who had such problem and went to the technical support with it, we had 41 accounts of such people who were included in that list. Someone says they can't hear me, and strangely enough, because Maria is pretty loud and clear. I think it's on their end. So let me tell that to Maria. So yeah, Maria is loud and clear. That's surely problem at the receiving end. So dear friends, if you didn't go to support and you still had the issue with the server and you couldn't generate the key, then you simply have today or tomorrow to submit your application. Those who already did it, well done. And the IT team works with them right now. So what will be done for those partners? The blockchain wallets that they couldn't enter, couldn't access. Well, nobody actually could do that, but there is still CRU balance in there. So those wallets will be nullified. The CRU tokens will be taken from there, and those new wallets of those 40 partners will be able to generate their keys again, because it was a server's problem and we couldn't enter the wallet. Whereas the partners who didn't save their seed phrase because of their own mistake, unfortunately, who lost their seed phrase, we can't help them because possibly someone already gained access to their wallet, and we can't really check whether a partner used it fairly or not. And the same situation was in India when we had a group of partners from India who created their seed phrases either in someone else's office or someone's computer. I don't know. We can't say that that person is a leader because that's surely not leader's behavior. So most probably that person saved all the seed phrases somewhere on their computer and simply used the computer illiteracy of their partners, and now goes to those partners' blockchain wallets and steals their tokens. So if a person knows how to access your wallet, knows your seed phrase, then that's it. They will have that access forever. Although there is a way to change the private key if you know your seed phrase from the get-go. So basically, there is a way of changing your seed phrase, but only if you know that seed phrase. And then you can generate a new key and change it. But this is not done either on blockchain, on the back office's site. There is a special functionality, and this is not easily done. Only people who know how crypto works know how to do that. So people who created the seed phrase with someone else's help, I'm sure won't be able to change their seed phrase. Not enough computer literacy. So if our partners used someone else's help to create their seed phrase, even if they somehow restore their access, they will still have problems with generating the new seed phrase, and they will still lose access to their blockchain account. I saw people literally sharing their 12 seed phrase words in the chats, in the support tickets. And people are saying, yes, give me your seed phrase, I'm going to help you out. But you never know whom you're talking to in the chat, whether they are a good Samaritan or a little devil, So you shouldn't be afraid of doing things on your own. So you have to create those seed phrases either alone by learning a thing or two about blockchain, or do it with some relatives, sons, daughters, who are more computer literate and know how to do it. But please never resort to like non-relative assistance, because you can't really trust them. So there is a third category of people who recently write tickets to the support, are partners who cannot convert CRU into WCRU because they don't have enough CPU. So basically what they see, like add UNTB because there is not enough computational power, CPU. And our programmers are looking into that problem. And this is kind of a floating problem, you know, it comes and goes, and some partners are okay, they converted everything problem-free, and only partners who wanted to convert their CRUs on the 8th of April, when it was first became available, they still might be experiencing problems. So there was a problem with the smart contract. Partners noticed that the commission wasn't calculated properly, and the frozen items that were converted in early April, from the 8th to the 16th of April, those items have some problems. You know, there were some remaining balances that didn't convert properly. When partners try to unfreeze all the tokens, that will take more than 1 year to unfreeze. So basically, for the smart contract to calculate all those small pieces, remaining pieces, it requires a lot of computational power, and that's why this message of lack of CPU pops up. But since this is not really a large-scale problem, there are literally like 40 partners out of 300,000 partners. So this is not a typical mistake. It's very like wandering mistake, you know, it's pops up very rarely. And that's why it's difficult to fix, because if an error is a large scale error, then you develop a solution and apply it large scale. And whereas if a problem pops up in only a few accounts, then it's difficult to find the reason why CPU is not necessary when you try to convert your CRUs into WCRU. Still, on Monday, the first bug fix was launched, and for someone it helped, others it didn't, but we will keep on working. And tentatively, I think it will take 1 more week. We will test it. We will try to fix all the bugs. Okay, let's go to the next slide. So yes, lots of people are asking in the chat, right to the support, that staking reward from CRU for CRU doesn't arrive. Yes, guys, because we got accustomed that in our back offices, all the CRU rewards arrived on time, because all those CRU points were delivered by our IT guys, by our financial department. That's why you could see it regularly appear. On the blockchain, though, you have to refresh. You have to go to your staking section. I hope you see my screen. You go to the stake in CRU for CRU, and there will be this blue button, force update. So basically, yes, you force the update. That's what it means. So I made a screenshot that my last update was 20 days ago, and on the 25th of May, I received 160 CRU points. I don't remember what staking it was, but CRU for CRU staking works. You just have to remember that if you staked it on the 25th of March, then on the 25th or 26th or this month or next month, you go to your crypto wallet, you click on the force update, and your CRU tokens will go to your balance, and you can stake them for UNTB, or convert them into WCRU, or send them to the exchange, depending on your current financial situation and depending on your token strategy. Let's go to the next slide. So as far as the conversion of CRUs is concerned, we can see that our partners are actively converting their CRUs. Almost 20 billion CRUs have been converted. And well, for now, the commission is quite small.
for now, for the conversion of CRUs into WCRUs. That's what motivates people, especially in view of the fact that you can stake WCRUs and receive UNTBs. And in future, loyalty program bonuses and profit bonuses will be accrued based on the number of WCRU you have, not CRUs. And you might have heard that Andre said that the commission for the conversion from CRU into WCRU will grow. It was originally said that it would happen on the 1st of June, but it won't happen, I think, on the 1st of June, because we had three problematic categories of people: the desynchronization, people who can't convert, and a small group who couldn't even get access to their crypto wallet. Until we address all of those problems, we will not increase the commission for the conversion of CRUs into WCRUs. Hopefully that's some good news for you guys. And let's see the current conversion fees. Not current, sorry. Yes, you can see the transaction fees here, first on the right, and there are some examples. So yes, those are current conversion fees. So, and there might be some wandering mistakes here. For example, a person might have less than 1,000 CRUs, and the commission fee will be like $100. So guys, don't panic. This is surely a some programming mistake, because when it's like 9999, 3 nines in a row, or 99 or 4 nines in a row, the computer for some reason thinks it's a big number, and thinks that it's something higher than 10 million, and tries to charge a commission of $100. So we're aware of this issue, and the programmers already addressed some instances of that issue, but from now and then this error keeps popping up. So guys, just don't click right on the conversion if you see 9999 and the conversion fee of $100. Just keep those CRUs, and there will definitely come the unlocking period. You will have those CRUs unlocked, and they will come to your balance. But if you see what kind of commission you will get what commission we will have to pay in future for the conversion of CRUs into WCRUs, I think even $100 for 10,000 CRUs will seem quite fair to you, because in the future the conversion fee will be equal to the difference between the current CRU price on the exchange and the current WCRU price in the global, in the UGPay group. So again, I repeat, the commission fee will cover the difference between the current CRU price on the exchange and the WCRU price in UGPay group. And now the ambassadors and the presidential council members are now discussing the possibilities how to make sure that this conversion fees grows gradually, not all of a sudden it becomes high, but it will first grow by 20%, then the difference will be first 20% of the difference, then 40% of the difference between the current CRU price and the WCRU price in the UGPay group, and then eventually it will be 100% difference between the two. So if you are still on the fence, it's up to you to to decide whether you want to do it now or later when the commission is astronomically high. So as my programmers told me, if you convert it but didn't pay, and you think that I converted now but I will pay like later, no, it won't work. All those conversion fees will be refreshed, and the new conversion fees will be refreshed and updated. And there are like several hundred millions CRUs in the exchange account. So basically, this is like a limbo place where the CRUs are waiting for their conversion to be converted into WCRUs. So basically, you should hurry up. If you clicked convert and didn't pay, and then the commission goes up. For example, let's assume on the 1st of July, the commission increases and you haven't paid using the old tariffs. And then you go to your blockchain wallet and you will notice to your horror that where you have to pay like $100,000 for conversion and not $100. For example, where you had to pay like $2, it might be like $1,000 now because of the difference between the CRU and WCRU. But it's still up to you. But guys, the CRU tokens that are now in limbo, pending to be paid for, they don't yield you any result. So if you convert it right now, you will at least be able to stake your WCRUs and mine UNTBs. If those CRUs were unlocked, then again, you could have staked them and mine UNTBs or send them to the exchange and speculate, trade on the exchange. But in this case, those CRUs are like between heaven and earth, in between, and you can't do anything with them. Instead of working for you and giving you income in the form of UNTBs, people are like indecisive and don't know whether to pay for it, to pay for the conversion or not. Although those $100 you could have gotten back to you if you just mined UNTBs and sold them on the exchange. So again, we're going back to the issue of financial literacy, and people decide not to pay a couple of dollars just because I don't know why. And they are kind of think, let me pay later. Instead of saying, no, I'll pay $1, $5, $10, $50 right now, I will get my pool of WCRUs. I can stake them. They will start, the unfreezing period will start. I will receive my loyalty program bonus. I will receive my Profi bonus. And that money will bounce back to me in several months, and then I will start making net profit from the conversion. For some reason, people, think about not wanting to spend their money right now, and never think that the money will start coming back to them already from the next day. Because you can stake WCRUs and mine UNTBs. So the transfer of WCRUs from UGPay group to the blockchain is ongoing. But we can always see how many WCRUs are in circulation, because you will be able to see that 19.5 billion WCRUs are in circulation and around 18.5 billion staked CRUs, sorry, not world CRUs. And I don't understand why people don't stake their WCRUs, they don't stake their CRUs. If you don't stake, if you don't do anything with your tokens, it's there lying around idly without generating any kind of profit to you. I understand if your package is really small, CRU or WCRU package is really small, then your UNTB reward might be really small, like 20 tokens per month. But again, it's like free money. Why not make use of it? You can accumulate, and eventually UNTB's price will grow up when more and more crypto wallets are opened, and you can sell them. I repeat, you can stake locked frozen WCRUs, and you can stake unlocked CRUs. So if you converted your CRUs into WCRUs, do not forget to stake them. Or if you received your WCRUs from the back office of UGPay, again, stake them. That's why we developed the PDF instructions, video instructions, where we show you the final step of the conversion from CRU into WCRU for conversion for staking sake. Let's go to the next slide. And there is some news about the exchange. Someone already might have noticed it, others didn't, that we now have a ticketing system. In the left bottom corner, there is this question mark. You go to the tab called Frequently Asked Questions. You first read the answers related to verification, two-factor authentication, password-related problems, financial issues. For example, if you made a deposit on the exchange and the money never arrived to your account, or for example, you placed an order for the withdrawal and that money wasn't withdrawn. So only after you read the entire Q&A section, or at least the part related to you, then you click on the button Get Support. And that's where you will create a ticket. Especially if it's about finance, you please add the hash number of the transaction, because without the hash number, the support won't be able to find your transaction. So people do attach screenshots, but without the hash. And using the screenshot without the hash is impossible to find your money. Okay, let's go to the next slide. And yes, last week, a lot of partners complained that the exchange tends to freeze. They say, I can't place an order, change the market settings and so on, like the exchange screen froze. So what our programmers found out, everyone in their exchange have this bell. You see, it's pointed with an arrow. That's where your notifications are shown. If you open an order, if your order was filled, if you made a deposit, if you made a withdrawal, if you canceled your order, whatever you do on the exchange, you receive a notification in the bell, below. And if you see that a lot of unread notifications is there, so the screen tends to freeze. For example, I made a screenshot where I had like 30 unread notifications. Of course, that's when the exchange starts freezing, because the exchange tries to put all those unread messages in an order. And unless you read all those notifications, the exchange will give priority to those notifications. So guys, if you're an active user of your exchange, go to that bell and click through all the notifications, like turn their status into red. And please make sure that those red numbers do not pile up on the bell, because if you made like a kind of an action on the exchange and never read the notification, so just, it's called computer hygiene, use it. So as for the USDT token, yes, I specifically made a screenshot where we opened the pair USDT, USDU, buy USDT, sell USDT. So this token was added on EOS blockchain. As you all know that there is USDT Tether on Ethereum blockchain. There is an Omni wallet on the Bitcoin blockchain, and there is USDT on Tron blockchain. But since we have our own tokens and they are akin to EOS, and we already added EOS wallet, so for our programmers, it was easy to add USDT on EOS, but it was difficult to add USDT on ERC20. See, it's all about commissions. So what is a USDT wallet on ERC20? When you try to withdraw money, the commission in Ethereum network can be $20, $17, $25. it's a floating commission. And the exchange accumulates all the orders within 1 hour, for 1 hour, like a pool of orders it accumulates. And when the exchange sends this batch of orders / applications for withdrawals, so nobody sends those orders one by one. That's when the commission network of the Ethereum network can change. Like 1 hour ago, it was $20. Now it's $45. And the exchange will be bearing losses if small amounts are withdrawn. And there are lots of transactions in small amounts. You might have seen that on Ethereum, the minimum withdrawal amount was 0.5 Ethereum. It's more like $1,000. Of course, not all of our partners have this much Ethereum on their blockchain account, like more than $1,000. So special limitation was introduced in order to raise the bar so that we have fewer withdrawals, because if we allow a person to withdraw $50, then for every $50 withdrawn on Ethereum or ERC20, $30 commission will be paid, and it's not profitable either for the exchange or the client. So for now, the commission has been decreased for Ethereum because the Ethereum increased in price. So I think now it's 0.1%. It used to be 0.5%. 0.5 Ethereum. Now it's 0.1 Ethereum for withdrawal, and the commission is now 0.15%. As for the USDT on ERC20, yes, there are some loads on the Ethereum network, and you never can guess what the commission is going to be. And we cannot really make our partners pay the commission. This is not good. Imagine you withdraw 50 USDTs and you have to pay a commission of 50 USDT. And there are people who would like to withdraw $1, literally. And for $1, they will have to pay a $50 commission. So the USDT on ERC20 for now has not been connected until they find a mechanism of somehow balancing those commission fees. As for USDT on EOS, we observed the whole situation for 2 days. We observed the behavior of our users, and people, I guess, saw this USDT token on EOS for the first time. They didn't know where to sell it, where to buy it. Yes, it's not on Binance. Most of our partners got used to the Binance exchange, and you don't have USDT on Binance. It's not supported. It's mainly traded on the Korean, Chinese exchanges. Bitfinex also supports EOS, KuCoin too. There is a decentralized exchange, NetWex. On KuCoin and NetWex, you can buy cryptocurrency without verification. Bitfinex requires verification. I myself submitted the documents for verification on the 6th of May. So people who complain that on UnitEx it takes a lot of time for verification, guys, Bitfinex, one of the major American exchanges, like with quite a lot of experience, they did not simply ask for my foreign passport. They asked for my driver's license, both sides, the bank statement with the proof of address, my bank card, like cover 4 digits and show us your bank card. So I was surprised they didn't ask me for my blood type, And also they said that the verification would take from 7 to 14 days. So since the 6th of May, 14 days have passed, and I wrote them a letter on the 21st of May saying, like, dear ladies and gentlemen, I've been waiting for the verification for like 2 weeks now, and they didn't reply anything to me. And you are saying that our support isn't replying. Go to the Bitfinex and see how their support works. So it's already the 27th of May. I'm still not verified on Bitfinex, and I don't even know why I'm not verified. Nobody's talking to me. So here you go, like an experienced, well-established exchange, Bitfinex. Someone says they went through the verification on UnitEx in 1 hour. Well, maybe you're lucky. Maybe you read the instructions. So yeah, the verification works fine if your documents are fine. So in Binance, someone says it also takes 2 weeks for verification. So Binance have quite an advanced verification system. You have like tier 1 verification. If you want to go through it really quick, but if you want to have more than $1,000 limit, then you have to have an advanced verification. And it took me also 2 weeks to go through that verification. Well, as for the USDT on ERC20, yes, it was disconnected. The EOS-based token. If your orders got stuck, for example, if you had an order open in that currency pair, USDT, USDU, please create a ticket, write your email address in that ticket, show the screenshot that the order has been suspended, or maybe somewhere in the deposits section, the history of transactions, that the order wasn't canceled, and the programmers will cancel that order manually. Our programmers warned us that before the currency pairs were disconnected, all the orders have been canceled. But if for some reason your order has got stuck, create a ticket. Well, same stands for the verification on UnitEx. If for some reason you were rejected, then create a ticket, and you will be given a second attempt to upload the necessary document. There is this window somewhere in the bottom left corner. There is a section documents, and when if the ML officer or KYC officer request documents from you, then you can upload those documents from your back office. So you don't have to send a screenshot to the by email. There will be in the exchange personal account a button to upload the documents. Maybe they will require the criminal records or the bank statement. No matter what document they ask you, you can upload those documents in that section. And as soon as USDT on ERC20 and other blockchains, maybe Tron blockchain, appear when the programmers do it at the same time, then we will add this function too, because we don't want to have just one EOS. We removed it. We want to have like the way it is on other exchanges, because USDT is USDT, you know. It should be both on Omni protocol, on ERC20, on Tron, on EOS. Only then it will be like really functioning USDT. So let's go to the next slide. Okay, the work in May, the development of the functionalities for the accrual of loyalty bonuses on blockchain. Some of you might have noticed that in your crypto wallet, there is such a word as dividends. So the functionality is being tested right now. It's almost ready. I gave a couple of comments. Hopefully they will address those comments tomorrow. The reflection, the way how the transactions are shown on blockchain, dividend related transactions, that you can see it not only in your crypto wallet, but also in the blockchain explorer as well. So for now, this function is hidden. Blockchain explorer doesn't show it, but tomorrow we'll see. We'll see how the programmers deal with that task. Unless everyone converts their CRUs into WCRUs, until we address all the synchronization issues, we'll not do the accrual of the bonuses, because after all, we need to first make sure that all people who wanted to converted, at least for them to have this technical a possibility to change to level out the balances, and only then the loyalty bonus programs bonuses for April and May will be accrued maybe somewhere in mid-June if all the problems are addressed. Then the new functionality in the back office. Maria. So yes, it's mid-June. I wanted just to make sure it's not July. So if all the errors are rectified, also we added the topping up and withdrawal of fiat from global unit pay to UnitEx or from UnitEx. Many people already tied their accounts, global unit pay accounts to UnitEx. There is such a word as linked. They linked their accounts. And for example, a lot of partners in the chat were complaining that, well, I withdraw from my exchange dollars to the payment system, but I don't yet have the bank card. What should I do with those dollars? Well, for starters, Global Unit Pay gives you an option to buy a virtual card, and you can link it to Apple Pay and then pay with those cards in stores. Also, Global Unit Pay has the opportunity to buy those USDC coins at the regular price, 1-to-1, $1, 1 USDC. It has the trading desk, you have Bitcoin, Ethereum, and you have this way. For now, it's the most optimal way for our partners. So those who have USDUs, they can exchange them into USD. Then you move USDs to the payment system, and then you can either put them on your virtual card and spend money and make purchases, or you pay it, you spend it inside the payment system and buy Ethereum, Bitcoin, or USDC. Just if you really need money right now. Some people who are ready to wait for a couple of weeks, they can. They will have to wait for the USDT token pop up on our exchange and other protocols.
Those for whom the conversion of CRU and World CRU is stuck, I mentioned that it is in progress, and hopefully by the 15th of June, all the conversion issues will be fixed. Until we cope with these 3 global tasks, no bonuses under the loyalty program will be accrued. We keep an eye on this process, and in advance, you will get the news, the notifications at the webinars, you will get all the news. And there is a system of tickets at the exchange created, and many of you started to use it actively. One more thing is that our partners decided that the ticket system will accelerate the process of verification. Look, they submit the documents to the global unit, to the global pass, took a picture, uploaded the documents, and they are impatient to be verified, and they start making a ticket, and in the ticket actually they upload their passports. Go and check me faster, quickly. So you'd better not do it. If you submitted the documents for verification, please wait. Tickets are created when verification is rejected, when you received an email that the compliance officer rejected your verification, either because of the bad quality of your passport, or your last name is equal to the last name of any politician. And then you will be requested to provide additional documents. Next slide, please. Well, this is our last slide. As you see, we still have another 7 minutes left. I saw a question from the Vietnamese room about the listing on other exchanges. So if your seed phrase is lost, it means that you lost it forever. If you haven't entered your wallet, you haven't walleted even once, then try to contact the support service explaining the reasons why you failed, because those back offices with the server error, we tend to help these partners. But in case you entered your wallet at least once and we see that there are some transactions, there are some partners who entered their wallets, they even staked CRU, and then by accident they deleted a file from the computer. One woman actually complained that she had a photo of the seed phrase, but in her notes where she actually copied this seed phrase. So by accident, she clicked it and it was deleted. She came to Moscow office and some of the guys in Moscow office helped her to restart this seed phrase and enter these words from the very beginning. But in case you have nothing, you lost everything, and there are no documents with at least some words in the ramble order, then no one will help you. Well, in terms of listing on the other exchanges, we are in the process of negotiations. And look, simply going to other exchanges, it's easy to say rather than do. Technically, it is not complicated, but there should be the legal opinion ready, a marketing package ready, the marketing agency that works with us. They say that our white paper is boring. This is exactly what they said. White paper was drafted by US lawyers and it is not as beautiful as with many other companies, and they advise us to change the text of white paper in an easy to read language with less technical terms so that it is read as the ABC book. A person comes, reads it, and understands everything clearly. And it was very lengthy work. It is very lengthy work to prepare us to be listed on other exchanges. Negotiations are done. The technical opinion is received, but the marketing preparation takes time. And therefore, I'm very doubtful that by June, we will be able to do it within June, I mean. But anyway, we work on that. White paper is posted on our website, UGPay Group and Cryptounit CC. And the term of the increase of the commission for the conversion of CRU into World CRU, so it will be always 1-to-1, and quite likely starting from the 1st of July, the 1st of August, gradually it will change. So this margin or top up on top of the conversion rate. So the repeated verification, for many people, there was retry provided, but about 500 people, those that match the names of the politicians, look, for them, this retry could not be provided because the result will be the same. If your name and last name matches any deputy or any parliamentarian, so in case you repeat uploading your passport, your name and last name will not change. And therefore, these people must create a ticket and they will be requested to provide additional documents, such as the certificate of marriage. So it may happen that the full name is totally equal, but then they check the name and last name of your spouse, that this politician has wife with this name and last name, whereas your wife's name is different. So additional documents may be requested in this case if your name matches with any politician in the register. Guys, look, listing on the exchange, technically, it could be done. We can be listed everywhere. The only issue is why non-decentralized exchange is located in the rating of market coin cap. We will be listed on exchanges that are present at coin market cap, so their statistics is collected there, so that our statistics later on is displayed on coin market cap as well. So please understand, we work with the professional agencies that bring to the market several tokens a year, and they have extensive experience of over 5 years dealing with crypto, and they know how to do listing and how to package this process. And therefore we work with the professional agency that have some success cases or case studies of good coins listed on different exchanges. So they have some positive results in their work. Well, I see that almost all your questions are the same. The loyalty bonus will be accrued as soon as everyone converts to World CRU, because World CRU is accrued only to, so the loyalty bonus is accrued only on top of World CRU, not CRU. USDU directly to the wallet, yes, this is the task that is in process in April and May. We discuss it, but for the time being, this task was postponed because USDU easily bought at the exchange, and since the functionality of purchase of USDU directly in the wallet, we assumed to use the quantum payment system that you use to top up the exchange account with fiat via quantum. And many banks reject the payments via quantum as they see it as the purchase of crypto, and not every issuer of cards supports the purchase of crypto, and therefore this system does not fit the use of quantum for the purchase of USDU directly in the wallet. At present, quantum is being licensed in many countries of the world, so though international banks recognize this system as reliable, 3D secure to be provided, and an extensive license to be obtained, and then almost all the cards will be accepted. Whereas for June, there is the task of the developers to reduce the limits in USDU. So at present, it is 50 USDU to be withdrawn from the exchange, whereas we requested them to reduce this limit for our tokens USDU with no commission up to $1, so that even $1 you may withdraw to your wallet to pay for the conversion of CRU into World CRU. And I believe that in early June, the minimum amount for withdrawal in USDU will be decreased. Maybe not to 1 immediately, but at least to $10, so that you don't accumulate a deposit up to 50. Well, guys, this is the end of our today's webinar. So as we are really short of time, so all the questions will be addressed next time, or address them to the support service. So meanwhile, I'm saying bye-bye to all of you and take care.